Y'all already know what I'm finna say. Welcome to Let's Talk About It, where no topic is off topic with your girl, Nee Baby. Soon as y'all join in, all you have to do is double tap the screen, share the live for me. Let's get everybody in this thing. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about how it feels to go through the worst pain ever, to endure the worst pain ever when losing a father, losing a mother, losing your best friend, losing someone who taught you the ropes, and even not being able to have the chance to have them teach you things. So with this Let's Talk About It is for all of us who needs to lean on each other and needs to love on each other the most and the best we can. We can start our own family like we have been doing. I share my mother with you all the time because I said she has so much love to give to all 5 of her children, all her grandchildren, all her nieces and nephews, her sisters and her brothers, her mother, her father. She had love for everybody. So I was willing to share that love with you all and so on and so forth. And I still share my mother's love and my mother's spirit and my sister and my nieces and my nephews and everyone I have dear and near to me with you all. Man, listen, she got the other one. So let me tell you about how this works. So after I got off the video from doing the video, so everybody who's been asking about this necklace, the Lundys, is in the comments right now. So let me tell you, after I opened up and I had did the video, I had to catch myself and I broke down, you feel me? And I said, Mama, thank you, and she said, man, give me that bracelet. I said, what? So as I'm saging, the necklaces and stuff, and I'm setting my intentions on it, to keep her close and near and dear to my heart. That's all she kept. Give me that bracelet, man. That's all I said. Give me that. So I had to sage the bracelet. So I put the bracelet on her altar so she can have it. She said, oh, that's mine, man. You can wear that necklace. That bracelet mine, man. Because, my mom is big on bracelets. My mother loves her some bracelets. She loves her earrings, watches. She was that fancy, glancy girl. And the way this, Come on. My mother is my best friend, is my sister and myself. She's our best friend, She is a person that called every day like clockwork. She is the person that motivated me to do comedy. She is the person that through thick and thin had my back. My mother never judged me for my sexuality. My mother never judged me for my decisions. My mother never judged me in the relationships that I was in and the amounts of children that I took care of. My mother was supportive in everything that we all did, from all 4 of my siblings and myself. All 5 of us, she is there supporting, hands on. She is in the front space. You feel me? And to have lost her in the flesh, to have no access to her in the flesh, that hurts. It hits different. You feel me? And this live is for us to talk. I want to hear y'all stories. I want to hear y'all testimonies. For the ones that was in the comments and the ones that didn't have the chance to experience their families, their mothers and their fathers, because they transitioned at a young age. For them, let me tell y'all, it makes us so humble. It gets us in a headspace to be grateful with gratitude for us having our parents our whole life. Us having, our mother and our father, there with us, it hit different. So, this live is definitely for us. I want to let y'all know, y'all all my siblings. You all are all my brothers and my sisters. You through the DNA, which makes us really family oriented and related. And when I say just as much as y'all connect with me and y'all communicate with me to be able to lean on y'all can do the same for me as well. If you ever need someone to talk to, if you ever need somebody to just DM 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, you feel like you just have to vent and let it all off your chest, please don't ever be afraid to do so. I find myself crying and screaming all the time because I just want to call my mama, and when I think about it, if I call her phone, it's going to ring because I'm calling her. I have her phone. And people can say they sorry for your loss, but what exactly are you sorry for? And that's what bothers me the most, to know that I have comedy shows coming up and my mama not gonna be there. Come on, boo, come get it through. Let's get it. Let's go. My mama cusses me out literally before each show. Since 2018, my mama has been giving me the blues before each show. Come on now, man. You ain't with all this. That's going to hit different from me. You know, like that encouragement, that push, that come on, you got it, that hug. My mama gives the most best hugs. You know, she hug you tight. She squeeze on you. She kiss your cheek. She just gives you that life of love. And I feel like when it comes to us that has lost our parents, whether it's your father, whether it's your mother, you know, we have a hard way of grieving, and we don't know how to completely be humble until you hear somebody else's testimony. So to read the comments on that video, y'all have put me in another place, in another space. I talked to my mama before I got on live. I said, Mama, I just thank you for the strength, for the ability to be, you know, controlling for my emotions and myself, for you to still have love for me, to allow these people to still have love for me. And the reason why I'm doing this live is because it's a lot of insensitive people. It's a lot of people, money, orders. It's a lot of stuff I get personally that I don't speak on. Oh, I'ma just need this back. I don't care about your mama passing. You should have shut your website down. You should have sent my stuff out before you left. I have got so many insensitive comments, DMs, personal DMs. And I ask the same question. Do you still have your mother? Do you still have your father? And the answer is always yes. Do you still have your grandparents that have raised you? Yes. Do you still have your mother and your father of the living? Yes. It's people like that who will not understand until it happens to you. Until you are in our shoes, and everybody that's on, until you are in our shoes, until it happens to you, we don't expect you to understand. We do not expect you to get it. If it's your money you want, it's your money you get. If it's your order you want, it's your order you get. If you want both of them, you will get both of them, because my karma will come back then good, but yours not so much. Be accountable for the words that you are speaking to other people when they are going through things. Be accountable for the things that you say through somebody who has lost someone. Be accountable for how you treat people because you are having a bad day. Be accountable for the words that you speak into the universe, period. Because until it happens to you, you will have an abrupt humbleness disrupt your spirit. Something you have never felt before because you didn't know how to do it when people were going through it. When I say I'm loving everyone through it, I don't care what you need. I'm going to love you through it. I don't care how bad you talk to me. I'm going to love you through it. I don't care how bad you slander my name. I'm going to love you through it. I don't care how much you say my black business is not worth a black business worth supporting because I don't get stuff out on time. I'm still going to love you through it because everybody's not perfect. My mind is in a million spaces at one time. I'm not always present in the moment. Sometimes I'm elsewhere mentally. Physically, I'm not here. If you can't love yourself through it, we do not expect you to have sympathy for us through it. If you can't get yourself through your own trials and tribulations while you still have your mother and father, then we do not expect you to understand us losing our mother, us losing our father, us not having someone to babysit our children, us not having someone to cook Thanksgiving dinner with, us not having our glue anymore. I'm sorry that we are now glue sticks that's not worthy of sticking properly to anything. I'm sorry that we have to learn to love ourselves through it, to love you through it, because you don't understand it. We don't expect you to. People say it's so hard, so hard. Your words are a reflection of how you feel about you. The moment you carry your relationship problems to work and you mad because your husband, your boyfriend, your girlfriend done cheated on you, and now you got an attitude with 3 of the best workers at work, you bring their energy down because your low vibrational self don't know no better. You feel like everybody got to vibrate low with you in order for you to feel a little bit better about your situation, but you don't understand that you were creating that type of energy that karma that comes back to you will not be good because you're not loving yourself through the situation. You're not thinking, hey, I got to go to work. I got to make money. I got to think better than myself. I got to be loved. I got to be happy. I got to smile. Do you know how many of us pretend every day at a 9 to 5? Do you know how many of us pretend every day when we're struggling, we're stressing, we're worried? We don't know what tomorrow's going to give us. And what we do? And how you doing? And what you get? I love you. How you feeling today? That was my mother day in and day out. Day in and day out. Hey, y'all, tell someone you love them today. Give someone a hug. Hell, take them out to lunch today. Be kind. Be fruitful. Be nice. Be positive. Thank you. I got it from the Lundys. If you cannot love and get yourself through situations, we do not expect you to understand what we're going through. If you have lost a mother and you have lost a father, drop in the comments, drop your story. I want to read some of these. The book that I'm writing that is almost finished, The Missing Vessel, is about the 12 days I spent watching my mother fight in an ICU in room 5 on the 5th floor. 5 was her number. 5 is change. Fought for 12 days. 8 hours and 53 seconds. I lost my father in 2018. He was going through so much and still cared for others as if he was well. Ashe. That's what they do. He was loving himself through it to love everyone else through it. I recently lost my dad. We weren't never near as close as you and your mom. It don't matter. It don't matter. A lot of people don't understand the relationship my mother and I showed you all. We had to get there. We had to get there. We had to talk. We had to cry. We had to fuss. We had to fight. We had to have uncomfortable conversations to get there. When I started my spiritual journey, I had to allow myself to allow my mother to learn over again how to be a parent. The day we were supposed to come home, he let me hit different. If we don't tell our testimony, if we don't speak on it, people will never know how to be humble. People will never know how to be loving. People around us will never know what it's like not to be judgmental. When y'all see my mother's TikTok from December 23rd on back, you can see the sickness in her eyes. You can see the change in her face when she didn't wear makeup. You can see, but what did she do? She loved. Anyway, she was loving herself through shit we didn't know about. She would only tell my sister certain things she would lie to me about because the baby couldn't handle the truth. She felt the baby couldn't handle the truth. She felt the baby wouldn't understand the truth. When I would have, I just would have been angry. I would have been ready to fight because the baby is always ready to fight. My dog today was running around the house. Just crazy, just hitting laps around me. Laps. She normally only does that when I'm chasing her. That's our way of playing. We be chasing each other and she'll hit it. I was sitting down on my phone on Instagram. She kept doing it. She stopped in mid-run and stood up, fall on her back legs, and was looking up like this. And I smiled to myself and I said, you playing with mama? I said, mama, you playing with Yoda? She said, she bad. She aggressive. And I just smiled. And then after that, when my mama stopped playing with her, she started hitting me on my leg, trying to get me to play with her and stuff. And I said, no, you were just playing with mama. Go on back and play with mama. Animals see and sense spirits. Babies children under the age of 4 see and sense spirits. A young lady commented on my video and she said, I lost my mother when I was pregnant. Her daughter is now 8 years old. And I said, do you see yourself, your mother in her? She said, yes. I said, well, that's your mama. When you're not finished on this earthly realm, you come back. You have to come back. Like I advise everybody, if you have not given your open adult maturity eye to the movie Soul, go back and watch it. Go back and watch it. Oh, that's because she here. She right here. She made sure I put her altar right next to my workstation. She's here. I did a ritual for her that I, conjured up myself with my energy. And the way her spirit moved around my house this morning in the walking hours are from midnight to 6 a.m. Preferably 5:55 a.m. From midnight until 5:55 a.m. the veil is thin for the spiritual realm. So those altars you have with those lights lit, that's their access to walk through this room in darkness to guide themselves. Thank you, the Lundys. And I'm going to tell y'all something about both while y'all keep dropping y'all love in the comment. I'm going to give y'all something about this picture here. But I'm going to do this one first. A lot of people don't know this. I told them on my live earlier. When I started my comedy back in 2018, we had this big ass stupid house on Sherwood Street in upstate New York. My mama threw my comedy show in the backyard of our house. This was the picture from that first comedy show. This was my first live comedy show since Shreveport, Louisiana, after 3 years. My mama did this. This is the picture from that. We did this in the backyard of our house. Now, this picture here is my second comedy show I did in 2019 in Shreveport, Louisiana. When I say my mama packed out the house, we had over 175 people in the building. And my mama did stand up. She did 10 minutes. She opened up for me for 10 minutes, told a joke, brought me out on stage. Yeah, I know you didn't know that, but this is her favorite picture. This is her favorite picture. She loved this picture. If she sent anybody a picture, this would be the first picture she sent you if she ain't sent you no pictures in a while, because she take pictures every day. My mom is the picture queen. She take pictures every day. I can go on her phone and show y'all pictures that she took every day. But this was from my second comedy show. It was. And it brought me down to tears because she put so much hard work into me. She put so much support into me. She breathed so much life into me. And a lot of people, especially at her celebration, oh, you look just like your mama. Oh, you talk just like your mama. When I got on stage, I did a Valerie T. Murray move. I didn't need a mic because I'm loud like my mama. Those are the exact words I said. I don't need a mic because I'm loud enough like my mama, so I know y'all can hear me. I look like her, I talk like her, I act like her. And I want y'all to know that whenever I had a comedy show and neither one of y'all as my family members paid, supported, pulled up for me, my mama was the whole family. When I spoke those words and told them who my mother was to me, my mother was every cousin that was in that room. My mother was my aunts and my uncle that was in that room. My mother was all the people that she called on, her cousins and close relatives to her. My mother is everybody that was in that room, and I let them understand what that meant to me. To have her laid there, my family is gone. My support fully is gone. None of you that fill this room can give me that. She did that for y'all because y'all lack of support. Do you feel me? My mama is the family. And I say this because I want y'all to know that until it happens to you, We do not expect you to understand. Until you lose a mother or a father that is close to you, we do not expect you to understand. Until you understand and feel the energy that we feel, we do not expect you to get it. But what I'm going to do, I cannot speak for everyone else, but I can speak for myself. What I'm going to do is what my mother did every day. She loved herself through it to love you through it. She supported herself through it to support you through it. She got through certain situations to get through it. So when you don't have someone to tell you that they love you today, because some of us don't always receive that. I love you today and every day. If someone didn't tell you that they were proud of you today, I am proud of you today and every day. If someone didn't ask you how you feeling today, I hope you're feeling great. How are you feeling today? I'm saying that to you to now and every day as of today. We have to start treating people how we truly and genuinely want to be treated. If you want someone to have an attitude with you every day, you're going to have people that's going to have an attitude with you every day. You want somebody to beat on you every day, you're going to have somebody come knock you upside your head every day. Until you start giving out what it is that you want in return, know that we do not expect you to get it. Know that we do not expect you to understand. Know that we do not expect you to feel sympathy, love, empathy, compassion about what we're going through. My mother transitioned January 4th, 2022. December 23rd is when she went to the hospital. In the book, The Missing Vessel, that I'm writing right now, is getting wrapped up. So y'all will be able to read that and go through it. It's very heartfelt. And you will see the world through my eyes since December 24th, 2021. You will see how I seen life on December 24th, 2021. My sister called me 11 times December 23rd, 2021 to tell me that my mother had flatlined twice. I did not answer the phone. I was asleep. My mama made sure I was asleep because she always told me that I couldn't handle certain things like the rest of them. But I ended up showing her that they needed me to be strong. They needed Bookie Bear to hold them up. They needed the baby to keep them afloat. I flew to my mama on Christmas Day and watched her fight. When she decided to make her final piece, all the responses that she wouldn't do for the nurses and doctors, she did for me and my brothers and my siblings. All the movement and things we got out of her was her for me. And I told her, my mama always told me, it's not the ones you thank, it's your ones you don't thank. My mama always thought that my sister would be the strongest in this situation. And when I finally told my mom that we were going to take her off the ventilator, and she nodded her head for me, she had not did that the whole entire time for anyone. She had made peace, and I said, see, it's not the ones you think, it's the ones you don't think. And when she finally transitioned, I had a dream about her when I got home, and she had her white t-shirt on, she had her blue jeans on, she had her hair cut short. And I said, Mama, how you feeling? And she said, I'm doing this. It's on my own. She said, I'm all right. And I just cried. I woke up crying. And that gave me even more power, even more strength, even more encouragement, even more love, even more perspective of everything around me. And I teach this and I tell y'all this all the time. The soul and the flesh may not be amongst the living, but the spirit never dies. If you connect on a spiritual level to your ancestors that is in your DNA, and you keep their spirit alive, all communication and all connection from them to you will be everlasting. The spirit lives on. The spirit is helping us in the spiritual realm. And you know what's crazy, y'all? I'm going to leave y'all with this. When my mama transitioned and I sat at this altar and I talked to her and I meditated and, I prayed. She told me that the things that we need right now would have never been done if she would have never transitioned. And I never thought about it. I didn't let it sit on my heart, on my mind until about a week after that meditation or prayer and talking to her. When your parents pass on, your mother often knows everything you need. Your father often knows everything you need. So when you start receiving little mini blessings, when you start receiving many blessings and different type of stuff, like, damn, only my mama knew I knew that. Oh, damn, only my daddy knew I knew that. That is because they're in that spiritual realm clearing up shit for you over here. Yes, this altar right here, me and my wife have 3 altars all together. She has an altar for her ancestors. I have an altar for my ancestors, and I have this altar dedicated only to my mama. So only her items are at this altar. Only her things are at this altar. Only food offerings, money burnt offerings, or anything like that goes to her on this altar because she does the most work. So out of all my spiritual ancestors and my spirit guides, my mama is at the front line, and she lets them know she running it. When it's time to close the gate and open the gate, she letting them in, she closing them out. You come in, you can only stay for a short minute of time, speak to her. Nah, all right, bye, you go. So my mama is the gatekeeper. And so when you have a gatekeeper, the gatekeeper often is your archangel. You know what I'm saying? So that's who my mama is right now. So my mama did let my sister know that her time wasn't here yet, so she'll be back. And the chit chat me and her had is she'll be back amongst her own DNA. And so that's whether my sister has a child because she does not have her tube tied. That's whether if I have a child because I haven't given birth yet, I had a miscarriage. And that's if my brother Jason or any of my siblings have a child, it'll be through that DNA. But I think more precisely, my mother is going for me and my sister's DNA. Because my mama is a firm believer of mama's babies, daddy's maybes. So when it's mama's babies, daddy's maybes, when you're a daughter, your children are more known to the mother side of the family than the father side of the family. You feel me? That's how my mama always thinks. Like my nephews from my brother, we see them, when he has them, when he bring them by, but we don't have them like all the time, like my sister kids, you know what I'm saying? My sister kids is them our children, you know what I'm saying? So we, that's an even exchange there. So my mama always told us that mama's babies, daddy's maybes. That was just her little ghetto speech she used to tell us all the time. But definitely, keep your altars, maintained, clean, cleansed, allow your gatekeepers to keep different spirits about. A lot of our mothers and our fathers have friends, old flings, past relationships that have passed, and they be wanting to bring them around because this is their safe space, and you have to be specific on letting them know not to bring them in your safe space because they might not be good for you in your home. You feel me? So my mama has this old boyfriend. Let me just tell you the story before I go. He had passed away from being ran over by a cement truck. He got ran over by a cement truck while on the job from his feet to his penis. So from his pelvis all the way down to his feet, he had been smushed. And he had immediately passed on there. And he had been gone years. Oh, it had been by like maybe 10 years almost. And so when my mama transitioned, my sister had asked her, she was like, Mama, who you with? And she was like, she with somebody. She said, well, do I know him personally? And Mom was like, nah. And my mama had came to me and I said, well, who was it? Because I be being nosy when I be talking and communicating with Mom. I'm like, who was it? Who was it that you couldn't tell she it was? Girl, it was the ex-boyfriend. I said, oh, but my mama did break down the different sections. And so if you would look at the spiritual realm, like the United States, South America, the UK, Africa, and stuff like that, you will actually get a good visual on what it is. You feel me? So like all the good spirits, they in one space. All the evil spirits, they in another space. All the spirits that done did killing, suicides, and stuff like that, they in another space. All the people who have did molestations, any type of thing that they in, they in another space. So everybody is definitely scattered out. They can get to each other. Most spirits that have done wrong try to get into the good area, I guess you can say. And my mama say it'd be a whole lot, and that's why I say, some evil spirits, some bad spirits can come do a good deed for you in order for them to move forward in the spiritual realm, if that makes sense. So A lot of people was like, well, what if I get a bad spirit in my house and it's not what I want? If you do, that means that person was either called to you or given unto you, and that can either mean one or two things. You know what I'm saying? You really need to get your shit together, or this spirit itself is trying to do a good deed unto you, so that way they can move forward. So some things that might not resonate with us right now, it would definitely come to you later on in life. I hope y'all enjoyed this. Did y'all enjoy this? Double tap the screen if y'all enjoyed it. Drop an emoji if you enjoyed it. But this is for all my ones who know what it's like to walk in the shoes that I am now walking in with you all, to lose a father, to lose a mother, to lose grandparents that have raised us, And like I said, I'm thankful to have all four of my grandparents, my dad's side and my mother's side. So definitely Ashe, much love, much light to you all. Any type of venting, any type of conversation that y'all might want to have, need to have, get off your chest, as well as myself. I'm here for it all. My mama is a teacher of positivity and love, and sometimes loving yourself through it can open the energy space for you to love other people through it. Sometimes getting yourself through a bad situation can open you up to get someone else through a bad situation. We have to learn to lean on each other, because no matter what we say, no matter what we do, we are all brothers and sisters through our DNA. That's why I'm asking all y'all, do y'all ancestry DNA? We might be cousins. You might be my brother. You just might be my sister. You might even be my auntie, second, third removed. You might be something relative to me. If you do not, we are melanin. We are already automatically related. So there you have it. So I'm going to click back out this live, and I'm going to click back in. That wraps up Let's Talk About It. Losing a parent or family, loved one, grandparents, so on and so forth. I'm going to recap this on my YouTube channel. So if any one of y'all missed it, y'all can also go back and recap this. For everybody asking me about do my chain hang low? Do it wobble to the floor? I got Valerie on my chest. I got Valerie all in go. Do you know who it is? I got this from the Lundys. You bet to go order. I got this from the Lundys, so make sure y'all go follow them. They are in the comments right now. The Lundys. Much love, much light. I'm still gonna be. I ain't taking it on. My wife and my sister jealous. Let me tell y'all something. I'll be bragging, okay? I'll be bragging. So I be bragging. So I had sent the picture. I took a picture. I was gonna be like, right? So I had took the picture like this and sent it to my sister. I said, God, look what was sent to me. God, look what's sent to me. The hate be real from your own siblings. She was like, ew, I'm jealous. I love it, bitch. No, you should have said, I love it, but I'm jealous, bitch. You didn't have to say, I'm jealous, then I love it. Like, she was like, they just love you. They just love you. Said they do. But I'm going to click back out. Thank y'all for joining. Let's talk about it today. If y'all want one of these necklaces, make sure y'all go hit up the Lundys. Y'all go order black-owned businesses right now, today. Do not forget. Make sure if y'all want to see this recap, make sure if y'all want to see this recap, y'all just subscribe to my YouTube channel if you're not already subscribed, and go back and check it out. I'm going to click out and click back in. Much love.